However, that was my opinion until Tfue posted videos of him working out on his Instagram story, and Jesus Christ, he looks insane. He's so lean. Like, he's got so much muscle mass. What's going on, guys? Welcome back to my channel. I hope everyone's having a good day. So today I'm going to do a natty or not on Tfue. I know I'm a bit late to this, but I wanted to do it because there's been a lot of controversy surrounding it, whether he is natural or not. And I feel like most people that have done natty or nots on him have just solely based it off his 6-month transformation picture, and they haven't really looked into it any more than that. So what I'm going to do in this video is kind of break it down from both sides and give the reasons why he could be natural and give the reasons why he might not be natural, and then give my own opinion on whether I think he's natural or not. Also, just to clarify, I'm not a doctor.
I'm not a doctor, nor am I your doctor. Don't listen to what I say. Listen to only your doctor.
I'm not medically trained in this sort of stuff. You shouldn't ever take PEDs or anything like that. And if you ever are going to, you should always consult your doctor about it. That's it. The use of PEDs is just an area that I'm interested in, and the effects that they can have on muscle building, and it's just something I've done a lot of research into. Also, I'd really appreciate it if you like the video, subscribe if you're not already, because I've put quite a lot of effort into this video trying to find out all the right information about Tfue's transformation and just kind of go in depth to give you the best picture possible. Also, I don't care whether Tfue's natural or not, doesn't bother me. I'm just doing this video because I think it's an interesting topic to do and I'm bored. So for those of you who don't know who Tfue is, he's one of the most popular Fortnite gamers, got a huge following, and this is his 6-month transformation that he posted on Instagram, and his transformation's from the middle of January to the middle of June, and he's gone from 170 to 185 pounds, so he's gained 15 pounds, and this is an incredibly impressive transformation. And regardless of whether he's taken stuff or not, this is still an unbelievable transformation, because taking stuff doesn't just automatically build you loads of muscle, you have to work really hard to get it. So the people that have said Tfue's not natural on YouTube, Greg Doucette.
I am saying that I would bet my life, I would bet your life, I would bet all lives on this planet against $1 that he is not natural. There's no way I could be convinced that this is natural.
And then Fillion and More Plates, More Dates. And then the people who said that he is natural is Kenny KO.
Is Turner Tfue natural? Did he do this 6-month body transformation naturally? Yes. I mean, anyone can do that transformation.
And Nick Strength and Powers also said he's natural as well. So firstly, I'm going to go into the reasons why he could be natural. I've got clips from FaZe Jasper's videos that he's done about it, and then just kind of analyse what he's saying, see if it makes sense, if it is possible natural or not. So first up, I put together some clips from FaZe Jasper's video, who's his personal trainer. So he goes over Tfue's history of working out and how long he's actually been working out for and how long the transformation actually is.
2016 even, if you look at this picture, he was ripped. Look at his fucking abs. Look at his midsection, how nice, ripped, and lean it is. Like, you can tell his genetics gift him with great abs. The combination of already had muscle in the past, already shown the potential in lean muscle mass add-on by boxing and by doing surfing and like other activities, you can tell he had some type of potential there in 2016 even. From 2018 to 2019 we worked as well, so he gained some muscle there.
So from those clips you can see that it's not just a 6-month transformation, that he does have an athletic background. He's done boxing and surfing in the past, and you can see from that picture in 2016 he had a little bit of muscle mass, and he also has really good abs as well, which are one of the main things you can see in his new transformation picture as well. So he obviously kind of genetically does have those good abs. So yeah, you can tell by his body type he still is an ectomorph, not a mesomorph. However, you can tell that there still is some muscle building potential there from the picture in 2016. So also in the video he says that he actually trained with him in 2018 and 2019. So this 6-month transformation isn't him going to the gym for the first time. He has actually worked out before. That means that he will have built up a little bit of muscle previously to January 2020. So in his 6-month transformation, he will have experienced the benefits of muscle memory. I've experienced them myself when I had my shoulder surgery. I lost all my muscle, but I gained a lot of it back really quickly in the space of a few months. So if he's already been to the gym before, built up a little bit of muscle mass, kind of learnt the movements through muscle memory, he will have been able to put on that muscle that he gained in 2018, 2019 really quickly. So what I'm trying to say is he hasn't started completely from scratch in January 2020. He has had a bit of history of building muscle before, so that will enable him to make a better 6-month transformation. So that is something to bear in mind. So now let's delve a little bit deeper into that. When did he actually start working out in 2018? What progress did he make? What kind of workout was he doing? So I'll play you another clip from one of FaZe Jasper's videos.
Okay, so I wanted to go over one of the first workout routines that I made up for him. I set him up with a 4-day workout routine, which was not only lifting some weights and resistance training, but also some cardio, high intensity interval training type of style training to also get his cardio up and get a little bit more fit.
So as you can see from those screenshots of Tfue messaging FaZe Jasper, he started working out in November 2018. So from what I'm aware, he hadn't like properly worked out or gone to the gym before that. He'd just done like sports and stuff. So this is his beginner workout plan that he used in 2018, 2019. As you can see, it's pretty simple. 2 full body days, an upper body day and a cardio day. It's got the main compound lifts in there, key main gym exercises. So yeah, it's an alright starting workout program for someone that's never been to the gym before. You can definitely make some progress with that. Then there's just some general advice on the side of it. So let's look at some pictures of Tfue around that time. So this is Tfue in November. As you can see, really skinny. You can see his abs a little bit, pretty much no muscle mass. So this is the time when he started working out according to those messages. This was the only picture I could find after of him, kind of where you can see whether he's got muscle or not. So this picture was taken in March 2019 and he doesn't really look any different, and I couldn't really see any other pictures where he looked kind of if he'd built more muscle or not. So although FaZe Jasper did say they started working it out in 2018, 2019, it doesn't look like he was doing it for long or he was doing it that seriously. Maybe a couple of months, did it like 3 times a week and then stopped. Then this is the picture that he used for the transformation that was from July 2019. Again, really skinny, no muscle mass. So he clearly only worked out for a couple of months. So although I was talking about muscle memory earlier, it doesn't seem like he'll have built up too much muscle at all. So although that might have had a little impact, it won't have been a massive impact from what, by the looks of what he looked like in kind of 2019. So let's take a look at what FaZe Jasper said Tfue did for his actual 6-month transformation in 2020.
I mean, this 6-month transformation is kind of skewed, and it's obviously for the clicks a little bit, and it's also the picture is a little bit older than 6 months, but it was, in all fairness, that left picture was similar to his starting point that we had in January. Then he stopped, lost it, got to his skinniest ever, which was around 170 pounds for his 6'2" body. That's very skinny, obviously, as you can tell by the photo. In January, he started a new workout routine. It was the 16th of January. I sent him a 6-day workout split. It's gonna be a push-pull leg split. And that's when he started going back into it, but now this time going all out, like eating right 100%. Working out right 100%. It makes a very big difference.
So from what FaZe Jasper was saying, obviously at some point in 2019, Tfue stopped working out, kind of just went full focus on streaming. And the picture that he showed in that transformation was actually taken in July 2019, not January. However, as FaZe Jasper said in the video, that picture that he took in July 2019 represents what he looks like in January 2020. So like I said, we can assume that his starting point was pretty similar to that picture. So basically, let's say he did 6 months of proper full-out training, 6 days a week, doing everything right, doing everything properly. He did a push-pull leg split. I'm a big fan of push-pull legs. It's a great workout split. So he's training each muscle group twice a week, which is optimal for muscle growth. And in that video as well, he also says how he was going all out with his training, doing all the compound lifts, kind of really pushing himself, progressively overloading. So based on all that information, do I think Tfue is natty or not? So when I first saw the picture, I was like, no way is this a natural transformation. However, once I did more research into it, looked at the history, he'd done a bit of training before, he had an athletic background, I did actually say that it was a natural transformation and that the picture was just a really good picture, because pictures can be so deceiving. Because to take a good picture, you need good lighting, good angles and a good pump, and he had all 3 of those in the picture. And also pictures can be highly edited as well, and all those things together make you look way better than you actually are. And FaZe Jasper actually says this in his video.
I get that the picture looks fucking fantastic, but you gotta understand that angles, lighting, and a pump make a very, very big difference.
And you just see firsthand how deceiving some pictures are on social media. Like, you can look like a different person. So based on previous information I found out about him, I was willing to give him the benefit of the doubt and say that he was natural, because I think it's unfair to judge someone off one singular picture. Like, and when I'd seen him in streams and stuff, he didn't look that big either. I know he said he put on 15 pounds of muscle and went from 170 to 185 pounds, which wouldn't be possible naturally in 6 months. But you know, I just thought he might have been exaggerating the numbers a bit. It wasn't actually that much muscle, because a lot of the time people do over exaggerate the numbers of the amount of muscle they put on. Although it does look like he's put on that much in the picture, assuming the picture wasn't actually what he looked like. And with a proper setup, having a personal trainer from the start, you can make a lot of progress in 6 months. and obviously most people aren't going to have a trainer helping them that knows what they're doing in the first 6 months. So yeah, because of all those things, I was willing to give him the benefit of the doubt and say that he's natural. However, that was my opinion until Tfue posted videos of him working out on his Instagram story, and Jesus Christ, he looks insane. Like, videos are the best way to tell if someone's natural or not, the progress they've made, and after I've seen these videos, I don't think he's natural. I just can't see how he's done this transformation naturally in 6 months, regardless of kind of his past history of working out, whatever. So I screen recorded his story, and I'm going to show you what he looks like in the videos of him working out. So this is him doing some ab things. You can tell he looks good. You can't really tell the extent of his muscle mass there. This is him doing his squat. Jesus, look at his back. Like, Jesus Christ. He looks insane. Like, no way that he's done that in 6 months. And it's 315 lbs. So that's like 140 kg, 3 plates each side that are 20 kgs, and he does it for 5 reps. Not the best form, but still, that much weight. It's just like not even comprehensible how he's got anywhere near that in 6 months. Naturally, there's just not a chance. There is no way that this kind of just muscular development, the size that he's put on, it's not... It's very impressive. Like, obviously he's had to put in the work, but this just isn't natural. Like, there's just absolutely no way. It's crazy. Then this is him doing leg extensions. Like, look at how lean he is as well. He's so lean. Like, he's got so much muscle mass. So let's look at a timeline of pictures. So this is what he looked like on the 1st of November. As you say, really skinny, no muscle mass. So this is pretty much what he'll have looked like in January, I presume, because that's when he started working out. Then this is him in February. As you can see, he has put a bit more muscle mass, abs are coming through, but still not really that much. Like, he's made a little bit of progress. This is him like middle of March. He's put on more muscle mass, definitely, you can see. Looks a fair bit better. And then this is him middle of June. Just look at these 2 pictures. Whole nother level. Like, it's insane. So I reckon he probably started taking something after 3 months, so around March time I think he started taking some. And yeah, this just isn't possible natural in my opinion. In 1 year, depending on your genetics, you can expect to put on anywhere between 5 to 12 pounds of muscle naturally. And looking at those pictures, you can tell he has put on 15 pounds of muscle in 6 months. So it's just not possible natural. And it's not like he has insane genetics to be able to put on like 12 pounds of muscle in a year. Like I said previously, looking at his physique, he's clearly got an ectomorph kind of body type. He's like maybe like a mesomorph, would be at the higher end of that muscle building scale. But he's clearly got an ectomorph, he's skinny, he doesn't have much muscle in the first place. So he might be able to stay lean easily, but not build anywhere near that amount of muscle in 6 months. It's just not possible. And considering especially what he looked like in February and March as well, and then that 3-month transformation to June is just uncomprehendable. Also, another reason why I think it's not natural is he looks so lean. Like, he looks like he's lost body fat, if anything, compared to the picture in November. Like, he is shredded. And his coach, Tfue Jasper, said that he was bulking as well, and he was like in a calorie surplus to gain muscle, because being a calorie surplus is optimal for building muscle.
And I told him to eat a certain amount of calories at least a day. That way he's going to be in a surplus, and that surplus helps him gain weight, and obviously in the end also helps him gain muscle.
And as you can see here, these were the calories on, so 3,240, 198 protein, 371 carb, 107 fat. That's like a lot of calories to eat, so you'd expect him to put on some sort of body fat. And somehow he's bulked and he's put on no body fat whatsoever. If not, he's lost body fat and he stayed absolutely shredded. Like, that just doesn't make any sense. Very hard to do naturally, like, even with insane genetics. So the fact that he's been bulking for 6 months and lost body fat and put on 15 pounds of like quality lean muscle mass, not even gained body fat at all, like, that's just, it's not possible natural. That's all there is to it, really. Also, Tfue Jasper says that Tfue didn't know what PEDs were.
I mean, even Turner did not know what PEDs even were. So, I mean, that does say a lot, in my opinion. Like, he doesn't even know.
And apparently that says a lot about him taking them, but in reality that's just an irrelevant statement. Because that's like someone not knowing what drugs are, finding out what they do, they can give you a good time, starts taking drugs, then gets addicted to drugs because they can make you feel good. I mean, don't do drugs, but that's just an example. So to say he didn't know what PEDs were, if you found out these are what PEDs are, these are what they do, they can help you build a hell of a lot more muscle quickly. Oh yeah, why not? I'll take them. Like, simple as that really, isn't it? So based on all these factors, in my opinion, it's not a natural transformation. And I think it is, well, obviously I can't say for 100%, only he knows if he's natural or not. You know, people like Greg Doucette, More Plates, More Dates, are people that have taken stuff for many years. They're very educated in the subject as well, and they say that he's not natural, and I definitely agree with them. I do think it's a bit shit from Tfue if he's not natural, saying that this is natural, because he has a huge audience of younger kids that like look up to him, and people are going to think that they can get like this in 6 months, when majority of people out there are not going to get close to that progress. And again, this isn't taking anything away from Tfue's transformation, it's just that I don't think it's possible natural. You still have to work ridiculously hard to be able to achieve that physique. It's just that to obtain that amount of muscle mass that quickly, I personally think that you have to be on something. And again, I don't care, do what he wants, it's his life. And yeah, that's it for the video. I don't know what you guys think. I hope I presented a good argument for and against, so you can make your own decision. I've just realised how long this video is as well. I've got into so much detail, but I'm just really bored at home. I've got nothing better to do, and I feel like it's better to go into more detail on these kind of topics when trying to decide when someone's natty or not. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed the video, and I'll see you in the next one.